Alright, welcome back, you beautiful people. We are back in Planet Crafter, trying to make our way in this planet to get all of this turned into a beautiful paradise that we would want to live in and never leave. Except our main goal is to leave. So, we do have our launch platform ready to go now. So, let's... where are we going to chuck this bad boy? Should we put it down there? You know what? Let's just chuck it right there and run out of power. But we can just have a quick peek. If you don't know what this guy does, you get to make rockets. So, a magnetic field projection rocket, or protection rocket, just takes a rocket engine, couple of super alloy and silicon, increases your pressure multiplier by 1000%. So 10 times pressure increase kicking on there. And this one does the same, except it does it for your heat. The good thing about it is this one will bring down about 8 asteroids with about 4 uranium in each one. And this one will do the same, but with iridium. So we get an extra supply of iridium. But I'm sick of running out of power, so we are going to go and venture over to the other site and see if we can find a couple of the solar panels on the ground and crank them open. And, oh, so close. We don't have any food on us, but we should be able to find some on the way. Let's just get a piece of ice for some water. And then go and empty our backpack to get rid of all of this that we don't need to carry around. We do have that golden seed on us. I might replace that on before we leave. If we don't have one in here that we can swap out. We don't. That's alright. We'll do that when we get back. Let's just leave you hiding in there for now, buddy. Alright. We are away. So we can go straight through here as well, or we can go around the back, but I'm just going to go straight through here. As you can see, we've got a few of them around, but it's the aluminium that we're missing. Only. So let's just pick up some cobalt on the way in case we can find some aluminium over there. Might be able to make a few extra ones as well. And we've also got our tier 1 nuclear reactor actually, so that would be a good thing to start looking towards. But let's just get a couple of, there we go, a couple of these guys. So silicon, magnesium and iron is sort of what we need. We'll grab a little bit of that on our travels, as well as what we need to get a little station over there as well. So some titanium, some iron. There we go. A little bit more magnesium, and that should keep us happy for a little bit. Plenty of iron hiding over here. We know where to come if we get desperate. To slow down, I'm going to run out of room. Alright, let's pop the lid on this bad boy and see what we got. We've got some food, we've got some oxygen, and we've got a little bit of that, little bit of that, little bit of that, little bit of that, little bit of that. Let's go with that, and we can come back for the rest later on. So this here leads us up into like a little canyon with all of these spikes and spines and a couple of small wrecks that are basically just cargo pods that have fallen off a bigger wreck or something. And not much else. There is a cave there. It looks like we can get in, so we've got a few bits and pieces there that we can get out of that cave as well before we leave. So let's get this bad boy down. Give ourselves some oxygen. And then we can go and deconstruct a couple of the tier 2 things. There we go. So we can deconstruct it. Put it straight back down. Free power. And what have we got in here? Got some water. We'll take that. Some super alloy, some iridium we need. And some space food. 40. Just fills us up. Coolio. And there should be another one just over here. And we should be able to chuck that bad boy. No, we need the aluminium. Where'd you go? Let's drop a piece of titanium. And now we can build that bad boy. There we go. Power is restored. And we can do it again. There we go. Right. Now we can also get, a uranium rod in there instead. Well, that's going to be really super handy because that's going to pretty much guarantee that we're going to get a nuclear reactor. Alrighty, let's get rid of iron for that and another piece of iron for some space food. That'll do us for now. Let's just head on back. I believe there was one in here. It looks like, I'm pretty sure it was just a solid one. Yeah, nothing in this one. Alright, let's just head over to our little hut over in here. And then we'll see what about building a nuclear reactor. Alright. What was that we've got hiding there? Nothing. It's just the wheel off the thing. Weird lighting. We'll grab you in a minute, don't worry, buddy. Don't know if we'll have enough oxygen to get all the way home, so just park ourselves in here for a few seconds. Load her up. And away we go. So what's everyone's favourite planet on this one so far? I've only done Planet Prime, which is this one, and a little bit of Humble. I'm keeping the moons a little bit secret for myself at the moment, so I don't get spoiled on them. But I love the whole process of watching this just turn into a lush paradise. I'll try and remember what it all looks like before I start, and then just take it all in, watch it all change. Alrighty. So, let's get a few of these bits and pieces back in. And what did we need for the reactor? I think it was a 3 super alloy. Oh, there's a shredder machine. Let's have a look. Nuclear reactor, 3 super alloy, 2 water bottles, and the uranium rod. So we just need 2 super alloy and a water bottle. I'm pretty sure we can handle that. And there's 2 super alloy, 3 super alloy. Oh, we did have a uranium rod there. Look at that. Never mind. So we've now got all the bits and pieces we need once we craft this water bottle. There we go. And I think I want to put it just over here. Let's chuck a foundation down when I have the iron for it. We'll grab 4. We'll do a nice little platform for it, just so it looks a little bit better than sitting on bare ground. Alrighty, here we go. Foundation is down. Let's get you a little bit further over. Boom, boom, and boom. And now let's boost up our power. I always find it funny how they don't sit completely on top. There we go, look at that. Producing 86.5 kilowatts. As opposed to 19. Now we can see our bits and pieces still cranking up. We're not quite into the rain stage yet, but we are getting there. We still need some more tier 3 heaters to boost up and some more tier 3 drills, which I think we should have enough to chuck another one down at this stage. And it was just the titanium. Yeah, if not, we can definitely go out and snag a piece of titanium. There should be plenty still hiding around. There was one right there. Now that we've got plenty of power sorted out, we can start chucking a lot more of these bad boys down and really cranking everything up, especially when we get the rockets up in the air, which we should start working on. The sooner the better. Oh, biodome. What do we need? What do we need? I want that. I want that. Titanium, 3 super alloy, a lerma seed. Did we bring any lermas with us? We've got 2. We don't need all that cobalt. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we don't need that. We need that. What else did we need? Another 2 of them, which we don't have. We need 2 cobalt, 2 titanium. Mm-hmm. Aluminium. There we go. And 2 titanium, the Lermaseed. Now we just need the titanium and the super alloy. Let's go grab a couple bits of super alloy and find some titanium on the way. There we go. Grab a little bit more, why not? Alright, I should be able to scoot straight up the edge there now that we've got our jetpack. So I'll just jump in there for a few seconds. Gonna open that chest soon. It's just, I think there's a chest down here, yeah. Let's open this one. See if we've got any super alloys hiding in this one. We don't, but we've got plenty of stuff. 3 aluminium, that will definitely come in handy. Some more of that, some more of that. And a bit of that, why not? We can take another oxygen. We'll take the water, why not? And the iridium. You never know. That was definitely a nice full chest. But we should be able to scoot straight up here now. And onto the top. There we go, just made it. And we can get straight over onto the top area here. Where we can get our couple of bits of super alloy. And aluminium. Oh, perfect. Atmospheric water collector. That is going to be fantastic. And won't need to craft water from ice anymore, which is good because that's disappearing not too distant future. And we'll need other sources. Oh, inventory's full. Okay, biodome, we've got enough. Alrighty, let's crank on back over and find a nice little spot to put this one. I'm going to forget to have my jetpack on one of these days and just come flying down there and smack face first into the ground. Hilarious for you guys, not so much fun for me. Just munch on a bit of eggplant. No, the eggplant, not the innuendo, the emoji thing. You know what, never mind. Alright, where can we stick this biodome? I reckon we should build a couple of tubes out this way and then have it over the edge. That would look pretty cool, I reckon. So, let's see if we've got enough to do that. No, 2 more iron. Let's go find that. And probably won't be able to fit anything else in. Oh, super alloy, look at that. Alright, so another one right there, and then our biodome hanging off the edge. Oh, there we go, look at that. It has, unfortunately, entered that, so let's just get rid of that, move it to here, and we'll get rid of these as well. We can put them along the edge. I just realised they didn't have anything in them. We have at least 2 seeds in here. One of the 600. And what's the best one here? 200. So they can at least be producing something while we've got spare plants. Cool, there's our biodome, and of course it's put it the wrong way around. But this one here tells us what we can unlock with biomass. So let's see if we can go ahead and turn this bad boy around. Did it again. There we go. So now we can see all of our biomass unlocks and insects and plants and animals. And so that's what we find in there, and it also produces a bit of oxygen too, so that's pretty cool. And let's take a drink of that. Right, what else can we start smashing out now? Some more drills would be nice, and and we need some rockets though. So, how do we make the rockets? It should be iridium rod to uranium. So, how much iridium do we have spare? Not much. Not a great deal. So, we need to do an iridium run. Take one of them. And we got our 2 uranium, so we got 3 uranium. Perfect. And we do have a little bit of iridium, but not enough to make a rod, I don't know. I don't think so. Enough to make 1. Okay. So that just needs the 2 uranium and a super alloy. So, 1 uranium, 2 uranium and a super alloy. That will give us our rocket engine. There we go. And I believe it was 2 super alloy and silicon. Or was it cobalt for the one I wanted? I can't remember now, but we just need a little bit of super alloy. And from up there, and then we can launch our first rocket into space to start boosting our production by 10 times, which is not something to sneeze at, and definitely better than a slap in the face with a wet fish. Trust me, I know from experience. Well, not about the rocket. Don't know much about rockets. Okay, where are you? I know you're hiding here somewhere. There's some, finally. Gotta be more. Come on. Alright, there's gotta be some hiding somewhere else. I don't think we can get all the way up yet, can we? No, not as yet. Alright, what do we got hiding down here? Have we missed any over this side? Gotta be careful with this jetpack. I'll fall straight down. Oh, I can see some over there, but can we get to it is the question. Oh, just. Jetpack had just enough grunt to get us over the edge. There we go. Alright. Let's grab this last one and then head out. You know what? Let's just grab a little bit more. That'll do. Banjo. Ooh, another chest. Let's leave that one. Alright, getting a bit short on oxygen there. We better hurry up and get back. Then we should be able to make our first rocket. Then we'll go on another iridium run. And we shouldn't be too far away from getting our drills. Not these kind, the ore extractor drill thing. Alright, fill up on oxygen. Close enough. And we can head on up and launch our first rocket. Alright, so the first one we want is the uranium, just so we can get a few more rods to make a few more reactors. And that's going to crank our heat multiplier up, but the pressure multiplier is just so much better, and it's raining. It's raining. And I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. Woot. Alrighty, you know what? We'll do this one. Alrighty. Look at that masterpiece. Look at it. We looked at it enough. Don't need to look at it again. Alright, let's launch it. Now our terraformation index is going to go crazy. So that was the heat multiplier, and it's screaming up there now. 684 PKS. Perfect. We are now making our way towards liquid water. And we should be able to chuck in a few more of those and those. And we need to make ourselves a new rocket. We've got our super alloy sorted. I think we might be one short. No, I think you need 2 for the rocket and 2 for the rocket engine. So that should be good. And then we've got our 3 silicon. And we should just be about to receive a meteor storm. We're going to need to make a room of dedicated storage soon enough. But for now, let's put it just here. Alrighty. So let's drink that, and we should be able to go and snag all of our goodies. Where are you? Please come down. I'm lonely. But please. I miss you already. Can I have it? Why for you not send it down? Well, that's just not brighten my day up. Oh, there's a 300% seed. I'll eat that. I'll grab all that and we'll get rid of the storage crate. Alright, let's just go and get some... Oh, there we go. Haha. I was just too impatient, I guess. Oh. Don't go too far that way, please. So we can get most of them to land down this way. There's a couple over there on the hill. Oh, there we go. Another one there. And it just rains down uranium. And you should be able to pick it up when you can squeeze in. When you can squeeze in. When you can... When you... Alright, these will fade away shortly and then we'll be able to get in there and get... Oof, another one right in my head almost. There is actually an achievement for being hit by one of these, so... They do hurt. Alright, there we go. That should be most of our meteorites already down. There should be one more over here. There we go. Where are you? I want to touch you. I need those extra fingers. Sometimes you just got to come back in 5 minutes to pick them all up because it just doesn't want to give you the goodies. I don't think there was anything over here for it. It's just all debris from it. Just have a quick scout around. Go, and you're still stuck under there. Oh, that's alright. Let's just keep flying around. We'll have to get into some shelter soon. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh, I've left it too long. We may just make it into our little pod here. Let me in, let me in. Ooh. That was close. That was super close. Now where's my uranium? I want to feel that warm, tingly, fuzzy feeling all through my bones again. So 3 hit down here, I think. Yeah. And it's this one that was hiding the goodies? Or was it the third one? It was the third one. Oh, that's alright. Let's just head on over to some of the other sites and see if they're any more forthcoming with their goodies. May as well drop some of this off on the way through. We've got enough here, we can make another nuclear reactor and have plenty of power for quite a few upgrades to our systems. Oh, look at all that beautiful uranium just hiding down there. Boom. Much easier when they crash and spill it all down the bottom. There we go. Anything else? Nope. Got to go up the mountainside. Much easier when you got a jetpack. Don't have to Skyrim your way up as much. There's the core. That should be all sort of hiding around this area. Oh, none slipped down in there. Been a bit tricky and not the easiest to find. There's another piece hiding over there. We can snag that one. Fun part is if you can get these to fall just before night, then when all the rocks disappear, all of the uranium glows and you can see it nice and easy at night time. But, fun to being a twit, forgot about that and didn't bother doing his research before he launched it. Now, is there another one that hit up here somewhere? I don't think so. Can we see any more hiding? I don't know where the rest fell, but that's enough to get us started. We can definitely make another rocket now once we've got enough, the red one, what's it called again? Yeah, that one. Alright, let's go dump this one off. And we'll dump that. We don't need to take it with us. We do, however, need to build this water collector sooner rather than later. Pretty sure I got everything. Aluminium, super alloy. Need magnesium and iron. It just so happens I put the iron up in here. No, I didn't. I didn't have any on me. Probably shouldn't put our water collector right next to a nuclear reactor. Let's pop it outside here. Ta-da! Keep us nice and hydrated for the rest of the playthrough. Not. Alright, so we need enough for rod. Oh wow, a blueprint. Hey. A sign. Yep, there we go. Plenty of it up here. That cave takes us out into the sulfur fields, which we'll need to visit soon enough, but not right now. There was something we unlocked just before that needed some osmium. I think we should be able to sneak some in very shortly. Especially from over where we just made those tier 2 solar panels and that little wreck thingy. That cave near there, there's osmium in that, I believe. So if we can't get in this one over here because of the ice, we should be able to get in that one and get a piece of osmium or two. Just got to remember what for now. Alright, let's find a little bit more. There we go. What do we got? Still got plenty of room. We are getting low on oxygen though, so we are going to have to bail pretty quick. Did I bring? I did bring a capsule, so that's alright. We've got plenty of time then. Don't have any of that though. Unless there's some in this chest. And there's not. There's some food, so we'll eat that. We got 3 uranium, so that'll come in handy. We're full? Yeah, we're full. Alrighty, let's head back and build ourselves another rocket engine and launch the other rocket up there to boost our pressure multiplier. To get ourselves really cranking with those two. And then we can start putting out some grass spreaders and more drills and things like that once I secure enough resources, but I did run out of time today to get all that done in between, and so I just had to jump in and get an episode going. Now I don't believe we've got one. We do, look at that. Ta-da! Alrighty, let's go get ourselves a rod. We'll grab 2, because that way we can do another heater as well. So let's chuck that back in. Doesn't fit. We need 2 of those. And we needed a couple of super alloy. And this should get us our rocket. And I believe it was just the cobalt for this one. Really got to do something about this storage. Alright, let's head on up. No, it was the silicon. There we go. Now we've got the right one. Fundy at Twit. So this will bring it down iridium asteroids. Ta-da! And they're already here. Booyah! Booyah! Alright, let's just go and have a look at our recipes while they fall down. And we can decode our blueprint. We get mapping. Hooray! Just what I've always wanted. Ooh, 2 million. We're at 2 million, we need 5 million for our bigger backpack, so that is coming actually pretty quick. And then a vehicle station, oh my god, at 6.5 million, I'm so looking forward to that. That thing's fun as. Tier 4 heaters at 63, we're only at 1, so way off. Algae generator at 2, I think that's micro Kelvin. So that's a fair way off as well, but we did just get our ore extractor, so that is awesome. We do need to get a few of those, and that does require osmium, so we should definitely be able to get that in there though. What was the thing we needed for osmium? I can't remember now. There's something else here we needed to craft, or I wanted to craft, but it needed osmium. Maybe it was... Oh, the shredder machine? No, wouldn't have been that. No idea. That's alright. We don't need that. Cool. Alrighty. Let's see how our progress is going though. But yeah, now our pressure is way up there as well. So screaming up through the ranks now. And so pressure, we're going to unlock a tier 2 nuclear reactor in a while. And then we get our flower spreaders and things like that. So what have we got for a grass spreader? 2 water bottles, magnesium, aluminium, and a lerma seed. Now we do have another lerma seed. There we go. And we've got aluminium on us. We just need the magnesium and 2 water bottles. So there's that. And there... Not that. There's that. So let's just get 2 water bottles out of the ice we've got. And go and chuck a grass spreader down. Just to make things look pretty. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we've got more oxygen coming out of this. 108 ppq per second. And we've also got plants, 19 grams a second. And while we're out here, we may as well take advantage of the dark and start scouring out for any glowy rocks. Oh, I can see some already. Pick all these up and yeah. If you don't pick them up, they do fade away, but there is a fair bit of time for these. Some of the other asteroids or meteor showers are a lot quicker to disappear. Some of them you can't even pick up as you're chasing them. They just disappear. And hopefully we don't have to worry about that for too many of the events. And some more. This will be enough to get us a good amount for some more heaters. There we go. Okay, come on, give me the rock. You give me that rock, and that rock. And that rock. And that Dwayne. Alright, oh, we found a bit of uranium that we couldn't pick up earlier, so we can snag that now. Oh, some more uranium over there. Huh. There's heaps of iridium there. So, let's grab all the uranium we can as well. And head in back. Yeah, we've only got one spot left, so there's no point hunting much. And we'll crank up another 2 heaters, I think. Did I get enough iridium? Yeah. Crank out another 2 of the heaters if we've got enough of everything else. And that should put us in a nice position to get those cranking up as well. So what do we need for the tier 3s? Silicon and then the rod. We don't have any silicon. No, let's dump a little bit of this off. You go, you come. And make 2 more rods. Let's go get some silicon. And got ourselves a couple more heaters. Come on, silicon, where are you? Everything's always right in front of you until you need it, and then it's hiding. It plays the best hide and seek game in the world. Excuse you. There we go. I think that should do it. Yeah, titanium. Let's see if we get some on the way out as well. There we go. See, it's all over the place now. We just went past 2 more bits of silicon on the way out. You know, I'm going to snag you and hide you away just in case. Alright, let's head up there, and in this little room here, we'll chuck a couple more down. Or we won't, we just need the aluminium. There we go, that should boost us up a fair bit. And what else are we missing? Just aluminium and another iridium rod. We do have another iridium rod. Do we want to do that, or do we want to make another... I'll make another rocket out of that. There we go. And then we can use that to boost up the production again and pretty much double our output from what it is now. Should we do pressure? I think we should do pressure. And if pressure, if I remember correctly, pressure was silicon. So we can find those two bits here, and then we'll find another piece on our way over. Alright, buddy, there you are. We need some more super alloy. Don't know if there's any inside, but we'll find it. And then if not, we'll go over to our little supply up on the hill, snag a few extra pieces, and launch another rocket to finish off the episode. Let's have a look. Where are we? It's hiding again. Completely and utterly hiding. It's disappeared off the face of the map because it knew we were coming. Alright. Like all of these resources, I just wish I could pick them all up and store them off somewhere. Soon. Alrighty, let's head on up, grab ourselves a couple more super alloys, and then go and launch the rocket. Surely there's got to be more up here. There is, and don't call me Shirley. Oops. There we go. Some more right there. And some more right there. Now let's head on back, get ourselves a drink. And a little breather. And we off again to launch our rocket. Come on, you can get there, jetpack. You can do it. Oh yeah, there we go. Alrighty, get the pressure up. There we go, rocket number 2 for the pressure. Yeehaw! Oh, crashed the rocket. And myself. Told you I'd forget that there was a jetpack. There he goes. Let's get inside before we get hit in the melon with one of them things coming down. Whew. Food, I need you. Ah, homegrown food. Nothing like it. It's the best around. Alrighty, there we go. With the meteors crashing all around us. Be able to scoot around and start finding all these and bringing them all back, and start finding a lot more iron and titanium, building ourselves a dedicated storage room in our base, and try and build it up a bit more, getting it ready for next episode, so we're not stuck struggling with the right things to get done for it. But we definitely need a lot more oxygen, we definitely need a lot more heat and pressure, and we're going to start cranking through these a lot faster as well. But coming up soon is our tier 5 backpack and our tier 4 heater. Well, not really soon, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So, if you've liked it, hit that like button. If you've really liked it, hit that subscribe button so you can see more content from me in the future. And until next time, toodles.